Welcome to the Overcoming Addiction channel by me, Sandy R. Lakes. Today we are going to continue this series on exploring solutions for substance misuse. Now the focus of this channel is on identifying the cause and seeking solutions for substance misuse. Along with some of the basic principles from the research I have conducted, I'll share some of the data and research of the clinical scientific profession. I'm also going to share some of the latest statistics surrounding the mortality and recovery rate that highlights the impact illegal substances have in our communities. I will also present some of the treatment options available for those living in and around the Chicago area. In this video, I'm going to primarily share some of the websites I've come across that offer help with the recovery and reentry process for those seeking help. Now I'm going to post links in the comments section to a couple of national programs and some local ones. So stay tuned. So, in the first video on exploring solutions for substance misuse, I gave some widely accepted basic reasons for the question of why someone becomes a substance abuser. I said reasons were complex and often shaped by a mix of psychological, social, biological, and environmental factors. I also shared some of the most recent data on how abuse impacts different demographic, gender, ethnic, and age groups. In the second video, I shared some websites on national and local organizations that are dedicated to addressing and finding solutions for substance misuse. I also gave some of the most recent data on the impact abuse has in communities here in Chicago. In this video, we'll take a closer look at some questions many might have about rehabilitation programs. I'm going to mix in some of my own experiences with rehabilitation treatment programs. And I'm going to show how I use spirituality to overcome some of the challenges that I had during those times in my treatment. Now, I'm also going to talk about the costs. Now, when I say cost, it doesn't just apply to the financial aspect. Through a large percentage of commercial and government-issued insurances, you can get into a treatment program. But there are other costs. These costs are measured in dedication, commitment, and sacrifice, all of which is needed to successfully complete and maintain recovery. So, how does substance abuse rehab work? Substance abuse rehabilitation is a structured process designed to help individuals overcome addiction and rebuild their lives. It's not a one-size-fits-all approach. Effective rehab is a tailored treatment to each person's unique needs. There are outpatient and inpatient options. But here's how it typically works. Now let me share a bit about the intake assessment process of it. During this crucial step, potential patients are asked a series of questions to help treatment providers understand their specific needs and situation. This may include questions about the individual's medical history, mental health status, family history, and social support. Additionally, screening tests may be conducted to determine the severity of the substance abuse and any co-occurring disorders. This step may also include reviewing insurance coverage so patients understand how costs will be managed. And when I say co-occurring disorders, that may be someone that has, along with substance abuse disorder, they may have a heart condition, liver condition, etc. So that's what that means. Once the intake and assessment have been completed, the treatment provider will develop a personalized treatment plan that addresses the individual's unique needs. By tailoring the treatment plan to the specific patient, the rehab program increases the chance of successful recovery and long-term sobriety. Based on my own experience with this stage of the recovery process, actual treatment may not begin right away, depending on the treatment center's space availability. This will likely be the case for anyone using some form of government insurance. I fell into this category, which is why I mentioned dedication, sacrifice, and commitment as a cost. It will take all of those sometimes. Without them, I would not have had the patience to wait until the space opened up in the treatment program which I ended up attending. The detoxification period. Detoxification, often referred to as detox, involves the removal of drug or alcohol from the body. This process is essential for individuals who have developed a physical dependence on a substance, as withdrawal symptoms can be severe and potentially life-threatening without medical supervision. During the detox stage, medical professionals in the inpatient rehab center provide around-the-clock care and monitor the individual's health to ensure safety and comfort. Medications may be prescribed to help alleviate withdrawal symptoms and manage any co-occurring mental health conditions. In my case, I was given methadone. It's important to note that detoxification alone does not address the psychological, social, and behavioral aspects of substance addiction. Therefore, detox is only one component of the overall rehabilitation process and is the foundation for further treatment and therapy. Up next is therapy and counseling. This stage addresses the psychological, emotional, and social factors contributing to substance abuse and addiction. Various forms of therapy are employed in treatment programs. Some include individual therapy, group therapy, and family therapy. Individual therapy sessions with a licensed therapist allow patients to explore the underlying causes of their substance abuse and develop new coping mechanisms for dealing with the stress, triggers, and emotions. Group therapy sessions and provide patients with a supportive environment to share their experiences, learn from others in similar situations, and develop a sense of connection and camaraderie with fellow group members. Family therapy is also a component of many treatment programs, as the impact of substance abuse often extends beyond the individual and affects family members. Aftercare support. This ongoing stage begins once the individual has completed their treatment program and is an essential component in maintaining long-term sobriety. Aftercare services may include ongoing therapy, support group meetings, sober living arrangements, and case management services that help the individual transition into their daily life and ensure that they have the support and resources to maintain sobriety. With me included in my aftercare support was spiritual support. Recovery from substance addiction is a lifelong process, and aftercare provides individuals with the tools and support they need to manage their recovery and avoid relapse over time. During my time in rehab, I participated in these stages of the rehabilitation process. Throughout the entire process, there were challenges that I had to face that could have derailed my recovery. But what I discovered was that by using prayer and seeking spiritual guidance, I was able to focus more on my recovery and less on the challenges. And as a result, I was able to see what was waiting for me after this 90-day period was over with, or after this process was over with. And you can find out more about my story or during my process in my second book, The Pressures of Addiction, Finding a Way Out. Now, as costs go, pretty much all treatment programs take most medical insurance, but there are a few who accept government issued insurances such as Medicaid and Medicare. Down in the comments section, I have listed some programs where you can go to their websites and hopefully find out more information. Now, recovery is an ongoing process, but we are making improvements. There is some success. There is hope. And as you'll see in these upcoming videos, the process may be a little bit slow, but it is process indeed. Take a look.
For the first time in 7 years, Illinois is reporting a decline in overdose deaths statewide. The governor's office just released overdose data from 2023. It showed over an 8% drop in deaths from the year prior. That's a significantly larger decline than the 4% drop nationally. In a statement, the governor highlighted the state's efforts to expand education and distribute Narcan, saying, quote, "We are seeing how our targeted investments are making a difference in saving lives."
Here is a list of a few treatment programs here in the Chicago area. And also in the comment section, there's some links to some programs also. Also, if you like, you can go back to my first two videos. There are some more links to these programs. If you or someone you know is struggling with substance abuse or abuse of any kind, please seek help before it's too late. If you like, I can make referrals on your behalf. My contact information is included in this flyer. If anyone has suggestions or questions, please contact me. Also, books are still on sale and the purchasing information is also included in the flyer. If you like a signed copy, please email me for mailing arrangements. Don't forget to like and share the video. If not the channel, at least the information in the video. Start your own discussion. I appreciate all who have subscribed to this point and followed this channel. Thank you all for tuning in for another episode of Overcoming Addiction.